Good morning, N4A. Thanks for helping me make that super long letter R list that we got. I want to talk to you about one R word, and that word is rhyming. I bet most of you know what rhyming is already, but I'm going to review for you anyways. Rhyming is when two words sound the same at the end. All year we've been focused on the beginning of a letter. The first letter, like the first letter of Rena is R, and the first letter of Rory is R. So the beginning of Rena and Rory sound the same. That's different from rhyming. Rhyming is when the end of a word sounds the same, like blue and shoe. That's rhyming because the end of the word blue and the end of the word shoe sound the same. I'm going to say that one more time. Rhyming is when the end of a word sounds the same. I have a few rhyming examples here I'm going to show you and see if you can think of a rhyme. Train. Can you think of something that rhymes with train? Let's see. I thought of rain, train, and rain. They rhyme. Okay, I'm going to try another one. You're going to think of a rhyme for you. Ready? Bat. What rhymes with bat? That means it ends with the sound at. I picked cat. Bat and cat. My next one is something yummy. Cake. What rhymes with cake? Can you think of anything? Snake. I'm going to do one more. Box. What rhymes with box? Fox. Box and fox. Now I'm going to read you one of my favorite rhyming books. It's a really fun story, and each page has a rhyme. If you hear a rhyme, you're going to tap your nose. Let's practice right now, okay? Tree, cupcake, bottle, pan, man. Tap your nose. I heard a rhyme, pan and man. So when you hear a rhyme in this book, I want you to tap your nose. This book is Giraffes Can't Dance. Gerald was a tall giraffe whose neck was long and slim, but his knees were awfully crooked and his legs were rather thin. He was very good at standing still and munching shoots off trees, but when he tried to run around, he buckled at the knees. Did you tap your nose there? Trees and knees, that rhymed. Let's see if you can catch the next one. Now, every year in Africa, they hold the jungle dance, where every single animal turns up to skip and prance. Dance and prance. And this year, when the day arrived, poor Gerald felt so sad, because when it came to dancing, he was really very bad. Sad and bad. I'm not going to tap my nose anymore. It's your turn to do it for the rest of the pages. The warthog started waltzing, and the rhinos rocked and rolled. The lions danced a tango that was elegant and bold. Whoopsies, I skipped a page. The chimps all did a cha-cha with a very Latin feel, and 8 baboons then teamed up for a splendid Scottish reel. Gerald swallowed bravely as he walked toward the floor, but the lions saw him coming, and they soon began to roar. Hey, look at clumsy Gerald, the animals all sneered. Giraffes can't dance, you silly fool. Oh, Gerald, you're so weird. Gerald simply froze up. He was rooted to the spot. They're right, he thought. I'm useless. Oh, I feel like such a clot. So he crept off from the dance floor and he started walking home. He never felt so sad before, so sad and so alone. Then he found a little clearing and he looked up at the sky. The moon can be so beautiful, he whispered with a sigh. Excuse me, coughed a cricket who'd seen Gerald earlier on, but sometimes when you're different, you just need a different song. Listen to the swaying grass and listen to the trees. To me, the sweetest music is the branches in the breeze. So imagine that the lovely moon is playing just for you. Everything makes music if you really want it to. With that, the cricket smiled and picked up his violin. Then Gerald felt his body do the most amazing thing. His hooves had started shuffling, making circles on the ground. His neck was gently swaying, and his tail was swishing round. He threw his legs out sideways, and he swung them everywhere. Then he did a backward somersault and leapt up in the air. Gerald felt so wonderful, his mouth was open wide. "I am dancing, yes, I'm dancing, I am dancing," Gerald cried. Then one by one each animal who'd been there at the dance arrived while Gerald boogied on and watched him quite entranced. They shouted, "It's a miracle! We must be in a dream. Gerald's the best dancer that we've ever seen." "How did you learn to dance like that? Please, Gerald, tell us how." But Gerald simply twirled around and finished with a bow. Then he raised his head and looked up at the moon and stars above. "We all can dance," he said, "when we find music that we love." I hope you caught a lot of those rhymes. One of my favorite authors who makes rhyming books is Dr. Seuss. Almost all of Dr. Seuss's books rhyme. Can you look around your homes and see if you can find a rhyming book to read? That's the best way to practice rhymes, by reading rhyming books. Tomorrow we're going to read a rhyming book together too. And then later in the week we're going to practice our rhymes. I even sent home some worksheets if you want to practice rhymes. I hope you have fun finding your rhyming books. Bye!